Man, listen, y'all ever hear something so unbelievable that you just got to sit down and take a deep breath? Like, hold on, rewind there, say it again. That's me right now talking about the Quran. A book over 1,400 years old, revealed in the desert, no Google, no NASA, no doctors, no labs, and somehow it got scientific facts that scientists today are like, ooh, yes, sir. Look, back then, people didn't even know where the sun went at night. They thought it clocked out like a working man. See y'all tomorrow. But the Quran, the Quran was dropping knowledge that you got to go to college 8 years to understand. Let's start with this right here. The baby in the womb. The Quran says humans develop in stages inside the mother. Drop to a clot, clinging like a leash, then bones form, then flesh covers. Now let me tell you something. Nobody, I repeat, nobody back then knew that. Folks didn't have microscopes. They were still trying to figure out how camels work. But science comes along centuries later like, well, actually, that is exactly how it happens. And the Quran is sitting there like, yeah, I know, that was in chapter 23. Then mountains, you look at a mountain and think it's just sitting there being beautiful. Right? Nah, man, Quran says mountains have deep roots underground to keep the earth stable. Geologists prove it. Mountains are like pegs holding the crust in place. So when the earth gets shaky, those mountains are like, hold tight, everybody, I got. Then out of nowhere, the universe expanding, NASA sends rockets, spends billions of dollars, hires geniuses who can do math with symbols I can't even pronounce. And after all that, they finally announced to the world, we discovered something amazing. The universe is expanding. And the Quran from the 7th century goes, page 51, verse 47. Welcome to the party. Two oceans meeting saltwater and freshwater, but they don't mix. There's like an invisible barrier between them. Bro, that's some superhero stuff. You take 2 glasses of water at home, mix them bad boys. They best friends instantly. But the oceans, no sir, wrong salinity. Stay in. And then we got iron. You telling me iron ain't from Earth? The Quran said it was sent down. Modern science proves iron came from outer space. Meteorites crashing down. So basically, God threw us the material for swords, cars, buildings, microphones, everything that makes us feel powerful. And here's the kicker. Pain receptors are in the skin, not deep in the flesh. The Quran said people in punishment will get their skin replaced so they continue to feel pain. Modern medical science just figured out, oh yeah, skin has pain sensors. Brother, that ain't coincidence, that's divine engineering. Now look, Prophet Muhammad wasn't a scientist. He didn't go to Harvard. He didn't have a telescope in his tent. He didn't have a microscope in a cave. He couldn't even read or write, but he delivered scientific truths that humanity needed over 1,000 years to catch up. So go ahead, argue opinions, debate beliefs, but facts, you can't fight facts. You can't deny truth when it's staring you right in the soul. This book, the Quran, ain't a science textbook, but everything it said about science turned out. And let me tell you something, if a book that old knows things about life, the earth, and the entire universe before the world even discovered electricity, then maybe, just maybe, it came from the one who created all of it.